Hey guys! Oh, I sound bad. This is Piff from Delta Pixels, and today this is a speed build. I'm actually not looking at it because I haven't actually finished editing the video, so we're kind of gonna do this blindly. Sorry, but I'm sick and I want to get this video out so that I could be able to say I did something while I was not feeling too good. So since I don't know what's happening as it's happening, I can't really be all that accurate, but by this time in the video I want to say I'm putting down windows. So there's these windows from Get to Work that I really like, that are see-through on one side and opaque on the other, and these are like one of my favorite sets of windows in the entire series of The Sims 4. I'm sorry, I'm really sick. Because the producers at the time, the Sim Gurus, I think they're no longer with EA. I think. I can't be sure. But these specific... I'm sorry, I can't breathe. Okay, so these specific Sim Gurus, they were like trying super duper hard to make these windows in the two-way glass. And they were super happy when they figured out how to do it. And as you can see now, or when I started talking at the very least, I'm using the gray swatch. The main problem I had with these windows was the fact that they only came in green and whatever. In green, that specific green is an ugly color, and it's throw up green. It's throw up green. That's the worst green. There is lime green, there is forest green, there is blue green. There are so many really beautiful greens, and they chose the worst green. So I was kind of, you see me go through the swatches, and after a while, I kind of just give up and use the gray and green swatch, because I know in my heart that I'm going to inevitably make a personal recolor of it in good colors. And so I kind of like got over it. Now I'm not sure where we are now, because it's only been 2 minutes. But I know eventually I was working on... I think it was window placements, then the lobby, and then the hallway full of elevators. Now, in my head, when I build specifically for my story, Renomacy, shameless plug, I purposefully work with the mindset of, okay, this is for the story, so this are the things that are absolutely going to be needed and things that are absolutely going to be seen. And I like a lot of color, but I remembered that this specific thing for this part of the story isn't going to be colorful. So it was very difficult for me to have to remember where to place things. Before we go back to the elevator hallway, I think I cut a huge chunk of it because I was going back and forth, but unimportant. Well, it's important, but not whatever. One of my favorite seasons of a TV show is the first season of the show Quantico. Oh, it's so good. If you haven't watched it, I recommend watching only the first season, because it was good. Oh, I like shows or movies that go back and forth timeline-wise, and you think you figured it out, but you didn't figure it out, and then you think you did again, and you're like, no, that's not it, and you just, I love that type of storytelling. I like non-linear storytelling that, like, it's really good, and that first season was really good. But then they kind of cut themselves into a hole, and second season wasn't as good because they tried to use the same formatting as the first season, and they failed on every aspect of it, and it deserved to get canceled after that. Unimportant. but I was really inspired by the FIB building, FIB, the FBI building in Quantico, and especially the last episode where we get to see them actually walk into it, the lobby area. I was like heavily inspired by it. So yeah, the lobby is inspired by Quantico because I love it so much. Now the elevator hallway. I have some elevators. They work, I think. Yeah, they work. The elevators work. If you use a certain function with it, they do work. But I didn't need them to work. It didn't really matter to me if they worked or not. So I didn't put any of the little placemats for it to work. So because I didn't care if it did or if it didn't. So yeah. But I placed a bunch of them, and I know that even though I place a lot of elevators, some of the elevators go down and some of them go up. In my head, they don't actually do that, but in my head, that's how they work. And so I figured, okay, we only need 2 to go up, and the rest of them can go down into the quote-unquote basement, interrogation room, whatever. And that's the reason why they don't also, they're not shown. The other 4 aren't shown on the upstairs room, because to me that made sense. I'm not sure I didn't to everyone, but it did to me, so that's why it's where it's at. I was, if you followed me for, I want to say from 2 years ago, I posted a video of me decorating Alex's office. At the time I didn't say it was Alex's office, but I knew that it was Alex's office. So, that video's the original blueprint of his actual office. And if you want to watch, it's going to be a note in the card. I don't know if I can do that yet. I'm not sure if YouTube is like, yeah, you're cool enough for it. So I don't know. But let me get to Alex's office if we're not already there. Again, I don't know where we are in terms of like the video, so I may be going too far ahead. But like, it's whatever. But Alex's office was really fun to decorate. When I first decorated it, I made it black and white, and everything inside of it was black and white. But this go around, everything is still black and white, but there's a lot more browns, kind of like his apartment. And there's more stuff in his office than in his apartment. I wanted that very badly. That it just it wasn't messy. It was just a lot of things in a small area. His office is huge. He has a corner office, but the area is not huge. So, yeah, that was the plan. I had a lot of trouble with this lot because I am working in Magnolia, the biggest lot in Magnolia, I want to say. And there is a lot of space, and I'm never good at making builds on a lot of space. But it's a big problem for me, and I've never learned how to do it correctly, so phooey. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I know I'm getting really tired, and I kind of want to go to sleep. So this was great. I'm going to go to bed now. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.